A little different location, but still gonna do my live stream on YouTube. Still gonna do my sports podcast. A little different location, but yeah, just arrived about like 10 minutes ago. Long day, but Instigator Mick's still here. So let's get on, with the stuff I picked. I recapped from last week's show, which was, my picks I made. Let's start with the pay-per-view, like Elimination Chamber that we just had this past Saturday. It was WWE Elimination Chamber. It was in Toronto. First match of the night was the Women's Elimination Chamber match. You had Bianca Belair. You had Roxanne Perez, Liv Morgan, Alexa Bliss, Bayley, and Naomi. It started, Jade Cargill made a shocking return. Of course, we were wondering who's behind the attack. We thought she was going after Liv Morgan, but nope. She decided to, she decided to attack her own team partner. Yeah, she decided to attack her own tag team partner, Naomi. And Naomi couldn't even finish the match, so she got medically eliminated from the chamber match. So it was down to 5. Then you had Bayley get eliminated. You had Roxanne Perez go. You had Alexa Bliss. Then it was down to Bianca Belair and Liv Morgan. It was down to those two, but Bianca Belair won the match, and that was the only error I made in my predictions for this pay-per-view. So I went 3 for 4, but that was my only error, was the chamber match. I had Liv Morgan winning. But Bianca Belair is going to WrestleMania and will face now Io Sky for the Women's World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. You had that. Then you had match number 2 was another women's match. It was a tag team match. It was Tiffany Stratton, who's the current WWE Women's Champion. She teamed up with WWE Hall of Famer Trish Stratus to take on Nia Jax and Candice LeRae, which turned out we got a little Stratus faction in her hometown. So Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton won that match. So I won that pick. I'm 1-1 at the point. Let's move on to the third match. The unsanctioned match between Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, former best friends, turned bitter rivals. It was a great match. It was. All was very brutal, but Kevin Owens won. But post-match, he was trying to assault Sami Zayn more. Then comes Randy Orton, another big return. Randy Orton. When he showed up, RKO'd Kevin Owens and RKO'd a bunch of security guards, but Kevin Owens won the match, so 2 for 3 now, 2-1. Now to the main event, the men's Elimination Chamber for Cody Rhodes to face Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania. It was John Cena, obviously, his last chamber match ever, because his retirement tour this year. You got Cena, you had, you had Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, CM Punk, Seth freaking Rollins. Man, we had a really loaded chamber card for sure. It started off, Drew McIntyre being the first one eliminated would surprise me. Then Priest gets eliminated. And he had Priest, and he had. But the biggest thing was Cena and CM Punk. It was down to those two. John Cena ended up beating CM Punk, so Cena won the match. So I finished 3-1 in my picks. So I really had a solid pick. But to end the match, Cody Rhodes and him were shaking hands hey, we're ready for WrestleMania. There's a WrestleMania preview. Then The Rock showed up with Travis Scott. The Rock showed up. It was time to make Cody Rhodes make his decision whether he was going to join The Rock or not. Cody Rhodes said no. He said, Rock, go fuck yourself. He said that. And boom. It became the biggest ultimate heel turn. John Cena finally turns to a villain. Never thought I'd see the day. Cena's a villain now. So now he joins with The Rock. What a turn of events. It was a crazy Elimination Chamber. Yeah, it was crazy. Rollins got eliminated too. Logan Paul too. Yeah, that's right. It was a good chamber match. But yeah, so Cena's going to WrestleMania to face Cody Rhodes, but Cena's a bad guy now. He's tough, but I'm still going to root for John Cena, no doubt. This is it. This is his last year with the company, Yeah, though. Now let's move on to, this past Saturday. Of course, before I get into college basketball Saturday, I got a little bit of surprise this past Saturday night, too. I didn't see the event because the day before that, I got tickets from my buddy who's a season ticket holder, so I went to the Sabres-Montreal game. It was a great game. It was intense, but it wasn't fun because Sabres lost to Montreal, and the Montreal Canadian fans took over the KeyBank Center in Buffalo, so that was a rough time to be a hockey. So I had to see my team lose again. And now let's recap those past Saturday's college basketball games. It was a good way to start. Virginia Tech and Syracuse, two bad teams, but lived up to a great game. Syracuse tied it. We go to overtime, and Virginia Tech won 101-95 in overtime. What a matchup between those two. And Virginia Tech won, so that's a good start for me. Instigator Mick got that one right. And then Seton Hall, St. John's. I thought St. John's would make it easy, but Seton Hall gave them a run for the money. St. John's won, but give all the credit to Seton Hall for hanging in there with probably the best team in their conference, Big East, which is St. John's. So I got that pick right, St. John's. So I'm 2-0 at the time. And then this was the hardest pick, Alabama, Tennessee. Boy, did that game live up to the hype. Top 10 matchup, powerhouse conference like the SEC. Came down to the final play. Alabama gets a 5-second violation, so Tennessee gets the ball back in 3 seconds, and they get a big, deep 3-point shot buzzer beater to win. So Tennessee won. That was my only loss in my college basketball picks over the weekend. So that happened. Just crazy. Just crazy. I mean, give Tennessee a lot of credit, man. That was a huge win for them. Of course, my Bonnies won tonight, though. Beat UMass at the relief. Of course, my Duke Blue Devils this past Saturday won pretty easy over the Florida State Seminoles. It's bad saying it because I'm in Florida now, and Duke spanked one of their schools, in the Seminoles, 100-65. Man, got a lot of mad respect for Leonard Hamilton, though. He's had a great coaching career at Tallahassee and at Florida State, so got a lot of respect for you. I mean, enjoy retirement, man. So yeah, so Duke won, so another win for me. And Iowa State, I called it. I said Iowa State was going to win. I said they were going to get their revenge in Arizona, and sure as hell they did. Arizona lost pretty bad. I knew Iowa State was going to get back at them. Then we're going to get swept by those guys. No way. So that was a win for me there. And finishing off, Gonzaga beat San Francisco, like I said. So Instigator Mick went 5 for 6. So really solid picks. But let's get into this week's picks. Let's start with tomorrow's Buffalo Sabres game against Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm in Florida, and the Sabres play in Tampa tomorrow. So you know damn well, even though the Sabres are in a rough patch, but I'm still going to pick them. Always the Sabres. Pick my team always. Give me the Sabres in that one. Now let's move on to college basketball Saturday picks now for this week. Starting off at noon, Kentucky at Missouri at noon on ESPN. That should be a good one. SEC matchup to finish out the regular season finale. This is the final regular season picks. This is my final picks because next week will be just conference tournaments. So start with that one. This is a very tough matchup. Missouri is great. Don't get me wrong. They are been a good team. They've been a solid team the last few years. Mark Mitchell's been a good addition for them, but I'm going to go with Kentucky. I just don't know. I just think Kentucky's still a better program. I like Kentucky in this one, so give me the Wildcats. And then the next one is 2 o'clock on ESPN+. It is my State Bonaventure Bonnies taking on at Davidson on the road. Davidson Wildcats, of course. This will be the only meeting they'll have this year. Thank you. All right. Where's Banquet for Instigator Mick? But yeah, so I got my Bonnies. I got the Bonnies, of course, winning this one. The finished regular season strong because they won tonight and they're going to win in Davidson to finish off. So give me St. Bonaventure. Go Bonnies. That's the 2 o'clock match on ESPN+. 4:30 on ESPN. It is Arizona at Kansas. You know, both these teams are struggling now. I mean, Arizona just came off a tough loss to Iowa State. Meanwhile, Kansas, tough loss to Houston. So, you know, both these teams want to win. And it's senior day at Kansas. This is a very tough pick for me because Kansas has been really just falling down the hinges. I mean, they're definitely going to be in the tournament, but still, I'm still going to go with Kansas, honestly. I'll go with Kansas. It's senior day. I mean, I can't underestimate this Kansas team at home. So give me the Jayhawks in this one. 6:30, the big game of the week. Our final pick, because you know it's hard to pick an Ohio Valley championship, because that's the last game I watched, the Ohio Valley Conference championship game. We don't know who's going to be in it though. So Duke and Carolina, Part 2. This is in Chapel Hill, 6:30 on ESPN. Sonic Blockbuster College Game Day will be there. So you know me, you know Instigator Mick. He's going to go with Duke. He's going to go with the Duke Blue Devils. They're going to just pummel the shit out of Carolina just like last time. It's going to be a lot worse. Doing it in front of the Tar Heel fans. It's not going to be pretty. I can tell you that. It won't be pretty. Well, a little bit short show tonight, but Instigator Mick's got to enjoy his vacation. Thank you all for tuning in. I will see you all next week back in my hometown, though, back home. Enjoy, and I will enjoy my vacation. See you all next week.